start with a general reading. We hope everyone is doing well today. I was just a couple of minutes late as I had to make my own coffee today. Dave is busy working, so I didn't get my coffee made for me. So we're going to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. I am doing this on my phone, so welcome, Nicole. Thank you for moderating and being here. Always a pleasure to be within your energy. So we're going to start with the Sacred Forest for the general reading. We would just like to welcome everybody. So if I look over here a little once in a while, that is because my chat's over there and I am trying to record on my phone right now. So welcome, Miss Beatrice. Welcome, Cat Goddess. We hope everyone is doing extra well today. The energy has been very interesting this morning, and I hear it's just about kind of going with the flow. So we're trying something different. We're hoping everyone's well. So yesterday was 999, which is the end of a lot of things. So what are you ready to welcome into your life as this being 910? So it's moving to that next phase. So what are you ready? That card that flipped over is the card of passage. And I feel like that is where we are right now. We are in a time of the standing stones, the passage. We are going through, I hear this portal of, you know, are you ready for the next thing to happen? Are you ready for fun? Are you ready for excitement? Are you ready for the brand new beginning? Because it looks like where she's headed is going to be fantastic. So are you ready to head to that fantastic place as well? So we're just beginning with the general reading, and then we'll get into some free oracle cards for everyone. And this one's up here poking in my finger, so we're taking it too because it's poking out. So the hummingbird card, which is the hummingbird spirit, which is joy. I've seen the hummingbirds like crazy in the last probably 2 weeks. And the next card is the foggy bog, which is about patience. So I know this passage is coming, but sometimes it's about savoring and enjoying and going with the flow. I watched the hummingbird jump from flower to flower to flower as like the hummingbird, you know, is always in that place of, you know, where is my next little nibble? So it's always just going along. And if there's not a flower there, you know what? It flies on and goes and finds another little space. So are you ready for that? The bottom of the deck is the Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go, which is the recent past, which is definitely that yesterday 999 portal. Are you ready for something amazing to step into? You do that through being in joy. Like, I feel like really this is saying, like, this place right now, I feel like until the 21st is kind of a time of just flowing with what comes. Let it in, let it go. I had something that came up this morning. You know what? It triggered me. I felt through it, saw the pattern in it, and then released it to source. So, like I said, it's been a very interesting morning today. So we are going to get a few tarot to go with the message for today. So we get the 10 of Cups. So what brings you joy? What brings you pleasure? Because no, we are moving into that higher vibrational place. Because we get the 10 of Cups, which is, you know, that happy family. The 6 of Swords, moving into calmer waters, moving into a different area. That looks like she's been in a dark place, but you know what? A new place is coming as you have boundaries, as you guard your energy, as you focus on what you want, as you set an intention towards that. The bottom of the deck is the King of Wands, the 6 of Cups. I feel like this could be past masculine energy coming back around. Maybe somebody that's caused you chaos. Even if it's not masculine energy, that could be father energy as well. Like some childhood wound from your past that caused you a lot of chaos is coming back around for maybe you to see it in a new perspective, in a brand new way. and then go from this energy of this person that you maybe felt was in and out, maybe kind of prideful, maybe in their ego. Maybe you can see them in a different path and understand the things that happened was a reflection of that person and their drive and their ambition and their focus. And their focus was just about making them happy. And sometimes they didn't realize maybe that as a child that caused you pain. But today it's about inviting in the fact that whatever happened to you wasn't about what they did to you, wasn't a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of who they are. You may have taken that on as that was yours, but it wasn't. It was a reflection of who that person is. So seeing that different perspective, that higher vibrational place, and sometimes that is a big change that can happen really quickly that will allow love in a new way, maybe a new partnership or a new relationship with a person, or your relationship to be changed if you're in a relationship and this relationship is reflecting the energy of your father. Are you ready to move into a higher vibrational partnership? Someone that truly honors, values you, and sees your worth, that sees, you know, the magnificence of who you are. And that happens as you have that higher perspective and then take the action towards it, because that is the path of healing, which is what we're here for. We're here to heal the path of the wounds our parents gave us. And then as we gave our children, unknowingly, as we have been programmed and working through things. So take a moment today to reflect on your wound. And then can you give that responsibility back to the person that gave it to you? And I'm going to check because I see, I just had to remove a comment. And we're going to get an oracle card to finish, and then we are going to move into some free readings. So we hope everyone is doing well. Lots and lots of messages flying out. The bottom of the deck is self-worth, which is we teach people how to treat us, honor and value yourself, and know that that other person, however they treated you, I'm guessing it's dad energy with that King of Wands there, and know that the person you're with does not have to continue reflecting that wound to you, as you realize that was the wound of your father. Through the sun activation, spend some time in or near the sunlight to get activated. We also had the sun there. Personal karma, the karma you brought into this life and the karma you accumulate daily. You came into this life with this Chiron wound. It's the key symbol on your chart, and my guide says it's the key to your inner child healing. That's going to help you really go with the flow, which is everything flows to me when I'm in alignment, to allow you to bring in this person that is your perfect partner, which is true love. Yes, this is the partner you seek. And I feel like they are the partner you seek, but you're seeing them through the lens of your wound of your father. And when you release that and know that was your father's, then you get this card of be happy. Smile, shine your light. There's only one you. You came in with this wound. So I invite you. Look at where your Chiron is. See where that is in your chart. The house and the sign determines where your wound is, also as well as the roller. So one of my guys' favorite topics is that Chiron. So we are going to pick this up and get into some free readings. Nicole, are you in? And we want to thank everybody for joining. Please like and subscribe. So, we are going to start with Miss Beatrice because she is a member of the channel. So, Miss Beatrice, do you have a question? We're going to pull you a tarot as well. Celia says. So thanks everyone for joining. And if you'd like a card, please just let Nicole know you're here, as she moderates and helps me keep my line going. So, a general. Miss Beatrice, what can we get for you? Okay. We are going to jump over here and grab the energy card. Is the chapter from her past ended? We will just say yesterday was 999. That's definitely about endings. And Miss Beatrice, you know, I did a thing on the moon the other day, and some things I wanted to release, I wrote on a piece of paper, and then I put the paper down and I put a glass of water on top of it. And I said to that energy, thank you for the wisdom. I wish to release you now. And then I let it sit there and absorb the energy for a little bit. And you know what? Then I went and dumped it outside on Gaia to transmute it. Just as a energetic to source, I am releasing this. So we invite you to do the same. To whatever that situation is. And now she's going to let me get a card for you. Okay. And Miss Beatrice, you get the card, the third chakra, Archangel Shamuel, which is 37, which is a 10, which is about a brand new beginning. So are you ready for a new beginning? And then you get the card of community. So are you ready to step into your community, into a different way, lean on your community, talk to your community about what you desire. And then the bottom of the deck is man holding a heart with this envy card underneath. So I feel like if there's some negative energy, Miss Beatrice, did you hear that general reading? I feel like this could be some negative energy, father energy, that could be underlying, causing some negative energy. So know that whatever happened with your father was him, not you. I know we take that on as us, but it's not you. They really want to come flying out for you today. So we're gonna take them in the order they came out. So you get the Magician as that wound happened, and then you manifested it happening over and over and over again, because then you get the Nine of Wands. 9 is the end of the cycle, and you have manifested this ending. So I feel like, yes, this ending is coming. Then you get the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, clearly knowing what you want. And yes, it's definitely not. And I don't normally take reversals, but this Three of Swords is reversed, and it's with this Ace of Swords. So I feel like it's telling you to see the wound from a different perspective. See it as it's not yours. It was never you. And then you get the Ace of Wands on the bottom. The Ten of Wands, letting that burden go. Healing that energy with the Four of Swords. And then that Empress energy of being in your energy to know it was not your fault. It was truly not. It was his to carry. And ultimately, that self-worth card was the underlying energy on that general reading. And I feel like it's definitely a message of your self-worth is not based on your father. Like, his worth was based on that, and he was a representation of that. But also know that was a representation to make you raise your children in a different way. To change that cycle and pattern by the behavior of what you taught your children. So that's your message, Miss Beatrice. Have a wonderful day. I feel like that is an ending. So thank you for being a member of the channel. And Nicole, we will let you pick who is next. If you are here, please let us know. I have my phone up, so I have very limited amount of chat on my screen. So please let us know you're giving me things. And they want you to know, Miss Beatrice, you did a good job. You've changed the cycle. You changed the pattern. So, Cat Goddess, do you have a question, a general? What can we get for you today? Apparently, I don't need those today. Or yet. Okay. Morning, Angel. Welcome, Atlas. You're waiting to see if Cat Goddess has a question or wants a general or what we can do for you. Oh. Okay, see it now. I heard scroll up in my chat, so. Cat Goddess, you get the card of the Forest Temple, which is enlightenment, which is beautiful. We are going to see if anything else. Beautiful, that joy card again. And the bottom of the deck is new beginnings for you, Cat Goddess. You get the card of the Forest Temple, which is enlightenment, the card of the Hummingbird Spirit, which is joy. So are you ready to be in that high vibrational energy with that daffodil spirit or daffodil fairy on the bottom and the dragonfly spirit, which is change? So Cat Goddess, I feel like big change is coming for you as you step more into just trusting and being in that joyful place, being in wonder, going with the flow. That hummingbird energy has been around very strong today. So Nicole, who is next? My pleasure, and I hear really good to come. Like, that looks beautiful. I've been seeing the hummingbirds everywhere. Good morning, Kimone. Welcome. Atlas. So Atlas, would you like a general? Do you have a specific question? What can we get for you? I love the fairies. Definitely that energy around today. And come on, Dave and I got some coffee, and it's from Jamaica, and I picked it because it had the hummingbird on the front of it. Actually, I'm drinking it, and Dave asked me how I like it, and it's nice. But when we were picking coffee, because normally we just have it ordered. So like we saw it, and he was like, "Do you want to try this, or do you want to try this?" And I'm like, "Oh, we got to try this. It's got the hummingbird on it," because I've been having the reference of the hummingbird, which is about joy. So Atlas, a general. Okay. We're going to take these two to start with because they flipped on the side, but we're going through them too. Apparently they got a lot to say to you. Okay. I felt like I was going to sneeze. It's still right there, but so that's making me feel the reference of you're right on the verge of something, because like that feels like that sneeze for me is like right there energetically. It's like you're so close energetically. The first card is the card of transformation, which is the butterfly spirit. So I heard hold it back up and let you get a good look at it. And then Moonlight Enchanted, which is magic. And then the dragon, which is power. And then you had a couple of other messages that I feel like are going to clarify this, which is the raven spirit, which is truth, and the guardians of the land, which is protection. So know that you are protected. And I feel like know that your guides are definitely giving you messages, and I feel like you're receiving them. Like I said, I feel like you're right on that edge of a big change, a big breakthrough. So energetically, what are you working on and trying to get there? Are you working on your third eye? Are you working on your clairvoyance? Are you opening to your power? Are you clairaudient? The bottom of the deck is the fire spirit, which is energy. So know that that energy is there with you. You can tap into it at any time. Sometimes I just sit outside and I close my eyes and I bring my hands out and I just say, I wish to tap into the energy all around me. I wish to tap into the ether and truly take a moment to do that. When I do that, I can feel the trees. I can feel very tapped in. So I feel like I was guided to share that with you. So maybe work on a little bit more of just being out in nature and choosing to tap in. We've had a lot of animal spirit references today. Yeah. Try it outside and literally try to do the thing to where like I tap in, like I tap into the ether, and then you know what? I get messages from my roses. My tree out front talks to me. So like when you're out there, like we don't realize, we think all of this is empty space, air, but it's the ether, like sources everywhere in all of that. So like you can tap into that. That is into the quantum. Like close your eyes and just have the intention. I want to tap into the ether around me. I want to tap into my environment. I feel like it's going to download something very powerful into you. That's going to really activate you. Like, look at the fire coming from her hands. I'll say when Dave and I first got together, he was like, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? And I was like, I want to shoot fire from my hands. Cause I have a lot of fire in my chart. And so it was kind of a joke, but it's funny because I do energy work and it's kind of like fire because I can definitely get the energy going. So, so do you do energy work? Because that just took us to that place, Atlas. Do you do energy work? And welcome, Jazz. I saw you in. Hi, Shay. How are you? So Atlas, do you do energy healing? And I'm going to step away for one moment. Okay. Oh, Sag is my rising. I do Reiki, but I use crystal. I use sound. I use source. I've been tapping into Lemurian energy through meditation and downloading that back from my past life. I'm actually going to be teaching it soon. So, very interesting. About the Sag rising, me too. So, I started out knowing my hands had a gift from doing physical therapy. I could get people to move muscles other people couldn't. I thought it was just a tactile cue until other people couldn't repeat my work. And then I'm like, oh, there must be something there. And that literally took me on my path of my energy healing. So I feel like whatever, this is kind of a nudge about the energy healing because they're not going to let me go till they give you the message. So I'm just going to let you know they're really pushing the energy through a very strong message about look at what you're doing with the energy work. Are you doing it daily on yourself? Are you practicing on other people? If you're not, maybe it's time. This is the nudge. Yes, my husband has some, and I use those and tuning forks, like whatever I'm drawn to, I pull in. So be open to more, and if they want you to do more, like, yeah. Do you do it to other animals? I feel like they're saying more. Erica, right? Erica? They're being very specific. They're not letting me go till I had to pull that all the way back around. As Celia says, going around the block. So, are you offering your work? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you doing live readings? Are you, like, they're like not letting me go till we talk. So I'm just going to wait. Yes. Like, are you offering services? Do you do readings? Do you want to join me one day for a live? We love to invite others on. So, but I feel like the energy thing is really strong. And are you pursuing that at all? Like, oh, yeah. Do you know what? I'm a really great manifestor and I only want the best for you. So, I feel like that's going to happen for you because when you write what you want and you speak it with a true heart, it comes super easy. Okay, send me an email, Brenda@crystal-intentions.com, and we will get something scheduled. We love to have fun. Yeah, I hear like the energy thing. Like I do the readings and all that, but like the energy is like really strong in my thing. And I feel like they're like pushing you that like, are you like when I do the energy stuff, my business just blows up every time when I'm like, oh, I'm going to step into this new thing. Like this Lemurian thing's going to really blow my business up when I get my course done. Like, so I feel like the energy thing is going to be very strong with you. So apparently now they're going to let me go because I hear they're going to step back now. Your guides are very, very strong. All I got to say, they're like, you know you have some gift and they want you to explore it to the deepest. Because apparently I'm going to tell you, the Lemurian stuff I'm doing is stuff that I did at that time that I programmed into the ether to come back to me at the right time, which is now. Like, I sit out in the sunlight and get the downloads. Like, that's where I get them. But, like, I put them out there, and I feel like you may have done that in a past life as well, to put some of your healing technology out in the quantum for you to receive it at the right time. So, as we told somebody else to do, go sit outside and wish to tap into the ether. And like with that, it just started coming to me when it was the right time. So, okay. So anyway, okay, Nicole, who is next? They're having fun with this. It is my pleasure. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Nicole is my moderator, and she will get you on the list. She actually calls people by vibration. So you get on the list, and based on your vibration that she feels, she lets me know who's next. So, Angel, you are next. Do you have a question? Would you like a general? What can we get for you? Switching decks. I'll give Angel a moment or two and get the cards ready. So anyone else that's here, please comment. Let us know you're here. I'm on my phone, so my chat's kind of limited. Okay. Angel, are you here? Hey, Nicole. Hi, Jazz. How have you been? I see it said you started a new job teaching. Do you like it? Does it bring you joy? Do you realize the impact that you have doing that? Come on, you are up next. And let me see if I can get back. A general. Come on, we're going to use the Intuitive Whispers deck. These are some of my favorite cards. Okay, so come on, the first card you got is the Power of Silence, which for me is that power of, meditation. I heard recently when we pray, we're trying to, be the co-creator, and sometimes we need to be in the silence and listen to the creator. So some message about listening, and then your mind, your body, and your spirit. Come on, do you go someplace like this? Isn't that beautiful? Like, is there some place that you're meant to go to tap in? I feel like that energy, she's tapped in, and then her chakras are like super lit up. So where do you need to go? And the thing was, I was talking about the Lemurian energy that, like, I've downloaded that in a past life. It's in the ether. I downloaded it into me now when it's the right time. We don't realize how powerful we can be by literally having the intention, I want to tap into the energy all around me. Like, it's not empty. It's all the quantum. And then the card of Move Through Your Fear. So, and with this card, look, she's like standing on the edge. She's surrendered. She's like tapped in. She's receiving that energy. So if you have, and then Explore Fullness, which is another waterfall and a beautiful energy of that, of really being in the flow and being tapped in, and really connected to Gaia. So come on, do you connect to the planet? Do you tap in and say, I wish to connect to Mother Earth, Gaia? Like, do you do that? Do you tap into the ether? There's a lot of power there that can help. Like, since I've been doing the thing with the ether is how I brought the Lemurian energy back into me. through that energy of tapping in. So trust, and I hear you're in paradise. What some would say. Some would say paradise. Some would say not. So there's like anywhere. But like if you tap into Gaia right there, you are in a sacred place. Where you are at on the globe. Like where you are is like sacred. Like I feel like you would actually probably be better connected to Gaia than that ether energy. It's like I'm really being pulled to Gaia for you. So a lot of waterfalls there. Any waterfalls there? Water holds memory, and water, like the water doesn't, like it holds memory. All water does. That's why earlier we told somebody to write down what they wanted to release and then put a glass of water on it. And that water will absorb that energy, and then you pour it onto Gaia to release it to her. So thank you, Kimon, for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Okay, Nicole, who is next? And look, we're putting those back. So come on, that was a special message for you that I even got those cards. Because we heard to go back to the sacred forest. Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing today? Jazz, you are up next. Do you have a question? Oh, you did have a question about your work. So we already even know your question, Jazz. Is this where you're supposed to be teaching? You get the card of Guardians of the Land, which is protection, which is what you are if you're a teacher. You're being a guardian of all the little people you're helping grow. And then you get the card of Elves, which is playfulness. So I would say yes. You get the card of Patience with the foggy bottom, foggy bog, and the card of Spirit Purification. Know that you can help with some of the programming. With some of the programming, know that you're going to help clear that out by showing them that where joy can be. So what grade are you teaching? Like how old are the children? Because I feel like you can really bring a different kind of fun. You can show them play can be safe. So definitely you're on the right path. They say yes, 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 yes. But like, know that fun can be safe, and teach them that. And we just love this little pine spirit, which a little fairy, like right there, and then the joy underneath. So then definitely those ones really need the programming removed of that. It may take them some time. Can you bring playfulness into that? Like, and it may take some time because they have a lot of programming in. But know that you are going to help plant the seed that life can be fun, life can be easy. Can you bring fun, joy, to the work that you're having them do? Can you find exciting, playful ways to work with them? Because you have an opportunity to activate every one of them through your spirit, through the the joy that you bring to your work. Yeah, it's going to be super, super good. But like, plant the seeds, go slow, like show them it's safe to be a little, like, find some playfulness in the, yes, because you can still do things in a playful way that get the job done. Like, I'm having people go out and tap into the ether to get their connection. That's kind of playful. Like, go out and do it. Like, tap into Gaia, see, you know, get grounded. You know, I'm going to tell you, if you're having a problem, you know what? Go out and put your feet on the earth for at least 30 seconds. That grounds any extra energy through you. Like, teach them a little bit of spiritual things playfully through your work. Like, it doesn't have to be bold and out there. It can be something really simple. Like, I feel like your guides are definitely telling you. I feel like they're around you. All around you, by the way. All around you. But they want you, yes, you have to be serious and professional, but you can also be playful within that. So, but we think you're definitely where you're supposed to be right now. So, Nicole, who is next? Why? I hear, Jess, why is that, why does that trigger you? Where was it not okay for you to misbehave? Who got on you and you misbehaved? Who corrected you and you did that? Who made you feel it was inappropriate? Because right now, Chiron is in retrograde in Aries, and that is still that deep inner child work from that programming from our parents. The general reading today was about the father wound and knowing that anything that they projected on you is actually them, 100% them. Even like they treat us in a certain way, and then we take that as it's a representation of us, but it's not us. Well, isn't that funny? You know, if it was more playful, they would be more interested. You know how long their attention span is? About 6 seconds. So, and you want me to tell you what else? You have that belief that college kids, that's how college kids will be, not serious about things. Is that true? When you went to college, were you serious about things or were you not? Did you know anybody that was? Do you want to know the easiest way to get them to listen to you? Raise your vibration. Be happier. If you are the happiest person in the room, everybody's going to want to know what you got going on. Like, literally, like, take a moment and be like, I want to be my fun, playful self. that person I am. I don't want to have to just do it in a certain little compartment of my life. Like, you're a fun, happy person, but with that profession, it's a serious thing. But can you bring that fun, happy person that you are when you're with your friends, or even when you're by yourself? Can you bring that person to the classroom, that vibe? Because then you're going to attract all of them, and they're going to be on every word you're saying. Because if this person's that happy, you know what? They must know what they're doing. So, like, you attract at the vibration you're at. And if you have a belief that they're not going to listen to you no matter what you do, they're not going to listen to you if that's your belief. And actually, you want to know what, Jazz? You know that's your belief. So you know what I do when I know my actual belief, when I've like nailed it down? You know what I do? Hey, Source, I want to renegotiate this. I believe my students do want to hear what I have to say, and they want to gain the most they can out of the class they're in with me. Like, truly, like, you know that you have the belief that they're not going to listen to you. So take a moment, Source, God, Source, the universe, whatever it is you may believe in. Ask, I want to renegotiate this, because when you say things like that, that's a contract. And that means it can't happen because you've put that out there. So that's what I'm like. Having the awareness, like when you know the actual belief, that makes that change so easy. Because you know that's not what you want to believe. You want to believe they want to listen to you and value you. And honestly, that the more you value you, and the more that you can authentically bring you to the classroom, that higher vibration you, like, and it's literally that easy of having that conversation. Source, I want to renegotiate this. I had that belief, but you know what? I actually don't want that belief. I want to believe this instead. Because with them not listening to you, also, where's that reflecting back that you're not listening to you? Because other people are a reflection of us. So, like yesterday, I had a little thing where I felt like I wasn't being heard. And you know what that reflected back? Where am I not listening to myself? So, no, right now, it's a time to heal that with Chiron in retrograde. And many other planets in retrograde. Pluto or Saturn went back into Pisces. It's at 29 degrees, which is the last degree of the zodiac. So Uranus is getting ready to go into retrograde. Like, we have a lot of planets in retrograde. So that's about inner reflection. So I haven't looked at a chart today, so I don't know exactly. I know we're in this portal between lunar eclipse, and I'm getting ready to do a solar eclipse on the 21st. So I am going to be posting that on my website later today. I will be hosting a free circle, manifesting circle for the new moon in Virgo on the 21st. That is also the solstice or the equinox. I wish the solstice, I wish we were going back into summer. So Nicole, who is next? And have a wonderful day, Jazz. Awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. My last moon circle was very powerful. I had planted, everybody brought 3 intentions, which I'm going to have everybody do again. And the 3 intentions I planted have all come into my experience. Dave has received a couple of his. Echo, a general. Okay, and I grabbed the energy cards, so we're going to use those. Morning, John. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing, liking. So, Echo, you get the card of community, which that feels the energy of like the Three of Cups. So, let your community support you, and you get the card of man holding a coin and door to romance. So, and the door to spirit is underneath that. So, I feel like the door to spirit is the thing to unlock that heart. What's going on with love? Like, I feel like it's right there. This feels like I get the image of the romance angel card, which is let your friends support you or let your friends help you. So are your friends trying to set you up with somebody? That could even be with a job, not necessarily. Are you looking for a new job? Are you looking for romance? Whatever the thing is in your heart, you have to surrender to spirit to bring that in. I will say that is a number 33 card. That is about like, what do you want with romance? What do you want with your job? Because a lot of times, like, where is your heart guarded? Like, who's got the key to your heart? Oh, who's got the key to your heart? And then there's that action card. How is love? Yeah. Well, action even. And then, well, financial constraints under there as well. But you can take action to take care of that through appreciation. But I feel like, like he's holding a big coin. So are you looking for a raise? Are you looking for a promotion? The sun is shining behind him. It looks like a good place. Like, what's blocking you from this career goal? What do you think is the one thing that could stop it? Seriously, what's the one thing that could stop it? Because your community's there to support you. Like, I feel like you have strong community. They really want to know what's like blocking like you from that thing. What is the one thing that you think could stop you? Because that's just fear. Like, really, if you want it, you can have it. Like, I'm going to tell you, I got my little book right here. Now in my box. So I wrote my list, and everybody's seen my list about Dave. I've shown it a bunch of times. On the next page over, it was perfect career. Reiki master, tarot reader, life coach, physical therapy assistant, bath bomb company. It's funny, I was talking to my daughter last night. I'm going back to making bath bombs because she would like some. Besides that, I currently do all of those careers. Right now, I'm not actively being a physical therapy assistant, but that is part of my career path, has been. Like, I wrote that down. I wrote that in 2016. You know what? At that time, the only job I had at that time was a physical therapy assistant. Through that, I learned about the gift in my hands through the energy work and all that. But like, to get to the Reiki master part, but like, I wrote it down. I put it out there. I didn't have to control it. I wrote it down and I gave it to source. This is what I want. That list was from 2016. I'm coming up on my 1 year of doing the life coach, doing mentorship. I just booked somebody out my 10 weeks, which put me into November, which put me to my 1 year. Like, by writing it down, when I wrote that down, I didn't know how I was going to bring that to be. But Nicole's been with me since day one. And we've had so much fun and manifested so much through that by writing things down. Ask her if that's not the quickest way to manifest things. Write them down. Set the intention. So there's nothing you can't have as far as that if you write it down and then give it to source. Because there's big coin out there waiting for you. Like, he's holding a pretty big coin. So I hear, what are you afraid of? They're still very strong on that. Like, what's the worst possible thing you could be successful and get your complete desires? Do you know at one point I wanted this to be my profession and my job? And you know what? It is. It's what I do full time. This, energy work, readings, sitting in the backyard, enjoying my life. Like, you get to pick the life you want. How much have you manifested through writing it down, Nicole? Like, truly, that is the fastest way. So, and who is next? And you can really be specific and write it down. Like my list about my perfect partner, it doesn't say my perfect Dave, my perfect husband. It says my perfect mate. And it just lists the qualities I want in that. Like, I didn't have to control how it happened. I just had to write it down. And I'm going to say, even after Dave and I are married, I have added to my list. So even after you get that perfect job, know that you can always add to it. Always. Nicole has been married 20 years. She changed something on her list and experienced it in her life within a week. So, Stephanie, can we get you a general? Do you have a question? What can we get for you? No, Shay, you haven't been skipped. I'm still going. I'm going to keep going. Some of them have just went a little long. Some people's guides have a lot to say. So, hey, Stephanie, you know what? I posted a thing in the Side Chicks about guess what I'm holding in my hand. Go guess. I'm giving away a free 10-minute video reading with me. Some reason I tell you to go do it. So I did it yesterday. Nobody's guessed right. I'm going to leave it up till somebody guesses, or beautiful. Stephanie, you get the card first. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. I will say we just had that 999 portal yesterday about ending. So today is 910. So it is a new beginning. So you get the card of great adventure, venture forward, and the card of wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Go with the flow. And Stephanie answering the call. The time is now. Stephanie, what do you do with your spiritual gifts? What do you read? Do you do energy work? Akashic records? What is your niche in the spiritual world? Because then you get rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering into your life. And I hear one more. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So, you read tarot? I'm going to extend the invitation to you as well. I let people come on my channel with me and do readings. If you would be interested in that, send me an email, brenda@crystal-intentions.com. It should also be in my description if you're interested in joining. Are you, I feel like it's saying like that rainbow blessings are going to pour in when you step into that new level. Like, are you ready to, like, you have a blessing. Are you Yeah. Coffee and Cards is Oracle. If they want a tarot, they have to pay me for it. We used to do it for free, but my guide's back to Oracle, and that lets it go faster unless they just want to give a big message. So absolutely, if you would be interested, I always welcome company. And through that sharing of your gift, it shows your gratitude for it. And that allows other people to show you gratitude for the gift that you are to them. But I hear they're like, it's time to step into that next place. I'm also going to say, Stephanie, I have a mentorship program that helps you do that. I'll say 3 of my 5 people are currently all creating content. So if you're interested, reach out. If you're interested, come on, reach out. I can do it now because I've given up my resistance to doing it on the phone, which I apparently had. So now I'm just being open to it. So now I can invite people just on and make it easy. So Nicole, who is next? But Stephanie, welcome aboard. They're like, come be seen. My pleasure. They want to give you one challenge to start with today. Are you up for challenge 1? They said. They're not going to let me tell you till you agree. It's not painful. I promise. And Shay, you are next. You have a question, or would you like a general? Yeah, angels, we did not forget you. We called you, and then you weren't here, so we continued. Apparently, we are going to use the Wisdom of the Tarot for Shay. Okay, a lot of messages. The first card is the card of the never-ending story. And the next card is time to go. So where are you feeling stuck? Where do you feel like you can't move on from? Because the next card is the card of peace. And not for you. So I feel like there's something you need to let go of or have detachment from. That Aquarius energy is about detachment. And I feel like I'm going to ask Shay, what's your rising sign? Because your sun sign, I feel, is Aquarius, and that sun sign is that ego. So I feel like when you're in your ego, you could be detached. So where is your rising sign? Because that's the higher vibrational aspect of you. So where is that for you? The next card is the card of higher power. And then I've said many times, I don't, oh, Taurus rising. Oh, when you know your value, whatever this situation is going on is not for you. Like sometimes source does things that we don't understand why on purpose. And I'm going to say, I don't usually take reversed cards, but this regeneration card is upside down and I'm taking it that way as this is the guidance of if something you feel stuck in that you're putting a lot of effort in because you think this is for you. I'm going to say, sometimes there's past life energy, which I get that energy from this never-ending story. Like sometimes we come in with a contract with another person. I had that with somebody in my life. I had a reading with somebody and they're like, you have this contract, and removed that part of my contract from that past life thing. Immediately, almost, I saw a change in my life from the relationship with that person, from that tie from the past life. So like, I feel like there's something from that you need to release. So, to bring your peace, because I feel like this energy with this person, like when we make a contract with somebody, do you know what? We don't put an end date. We just have like, okay, I agree to this contract. Like you can say you don't like we had Jazz on earlier and she said she believed her college students wouldn't listen to her. So that's her belief. So it could be any aspect of your life that you think is like, I feel like it's some relationship though. I don't necessarily, mine was my daughter. I'll just say mine, my contract was with my daughter. It was where we were tied together for many lifetimes. And like when that released, it changed the relationship. The bottom of the deck is the card of soulmates. So we come in this lifetime with many people. Soulmates don't have to be romantic. Soulmates are anything that, any person that, like, who do you have a codependent relationship with? Who is codependent on you? Whoever that is, that energy needs to release. That Aquarius energy you have, know your worth and detach from that codependent relationship. Because there's something much better. Because as soon as you know your worth, that changes. Because there's chaos and conflict then. And you see this looks like is a zebra with covering and giraffe. Like sometimes we have that contract. Like I said, as soon as I worked on that contract, it healed. That relationship changed to a different part. Because we were meant to heal that contract. And I feel like the time for you is now. So I don't know if you do energy work. If you do, I would look at that. You can also have an Akashic Records reading. You can get an energy session. I offer that as well. But I feel like there's some contract you need to have removed. And then that relationship can transform. But currently, it's just going to keep causing you who makes you feel not enough. I hear that is ridiculous, by the way, but who makes you feel that? Have a wonderful day. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, which one of your parents made you feel that way? You have that Taurus rising. You're meant to know your worth. You are meant to like... That's such like Queen of Pentacles energy. And apparently I have to... They want to give you an example, like, by knowing your worth, you do not chase, you attract, There's a song by, I think it's Joy and Soul, called I Call My Power Back. Because you definitely need to call your power back. I love that song. I listen to it frequently. It's literally about calling your power back. So know that you're meant to be in this energy. That Taurus energy, when you're in alignment, that's where you're at. That's where you're meant to be. When you know your worth, people reflect it back to you. And you want to tell me to tell you something? I feel like you have some kind of contract with, I feel like with more than one person, because I feel like that person is being a reflection of the other contract. So if you'd like to book a session with me, I have an energy session and reading, or an energy session and a mentorship session on sale for $88. So on my website, and with that, I can remove those cords for you. And honestly, that person that did it with me removed it in the quantum because it was that part of my contract. It was impactful enough for me that I learned the Reiki, or the Kundalini Reiki, to work in the quantum. It was that impactful to me. So and I'm back reminded, Shay, of when I started this, I did a general reading about the father wound, and knowing that the energy that whatever happened is their wound. And you, like, a lot of times we assume that energy and then we reflect that in relationship after relationship. But honestly, that was his, not you. It wasn't a reflection of you. It was 100% that person projecting their energy of who they were. It was never a reflection of you. That's what programmed into you, and you have repeated it until you heal that. So have a wonderful day. I'm going to say Chiron's in retrograde. It must be having a great aspect, because I know I had a whole thing this morning, and I feel like this is definitely also related to your Chiron. The key symbol, you know, have to say that. So have a wonderful day. Nicole, who is next? Anybody else that's here that would like a reading, please let me know. I know people come and go. Angel, are you still here? And Nicole, do you have a moment? Because Celia would like to get you a card. So Angel, we're going to get you in just one moment. Do you have a question? Do you want a general? First, we're going to grab Nicole a card as being our moderator. We greatly appreciate her. Okay. So the first card for Nicole is the Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings, the Elves, Playfulness, and the Wizard of the Woods, Focus. With the bottom of the deck being Pure Spirit, which is purification, which is that fairy energy, as well with the Stag Spirit of leadership. So, beautiful energy. Are you being more playful and focused in the situation. I feel like there was just recently a purification situation last night that's given you this new perspective. We have to go to the next one because the next card is the enlightenment, like the aha of it. So no, the card under that is that, apparently we got to get that too. The healing of the bear spirit, and know that you are at this new place with 9-10 being today of, are you ready for the new, are you ready for the fun? Are you ready for the playfulness of it? Are you being playful with it as well as being focused and having fun? Just that daffodil thing just feels like so much fun. This feels like fun. So she even feels like fun. So the fun is all around you. So enjoy the fun, but keep your eye on the prize. He even has the little fun over here, the little fairy there. So good. Like, when you're outside, notice any like flowers. Like I have the hummingbirds, but like I feel the fairy energy and stuff. So notice if you feel any of that like little sparkly magical energy around you. Because I feel like your guides are being around you and being very playful today. So if you're being very focused or too focused, they may want to bring some playfulness in one way or another. So sprinkle a little playfulness into your day. It's funny because I see the image of like skipping down like the way, I don't know about skipping, but like being in that playful, joyful spirit of things. What fun, amazing things can happen today, right? What fun things could happen today? Oh, you were asleep now? So who's talking to you at 6:20, Angel? Yes, I wake up and... So, Angel, your clairaudience is opening, expanding. Yeah, like I get messages like that. So, clairaudience. So, are you... do you get songs sometimes? Do you... Oh. Why no kids tonight? Where's the little prince go? So, Angel, do you have a question about that? Do you want a general? What can we get for you? We're back with the Sacred Garden. Yeah, Sacred Forest. A general. Okay. Do you pay attention to the numbers? Do you, like Nicole gets songs, I get songs, I get clairaudient messages. Are you working with them? Are you paying attention to them? Definitely your guides. Oh, so a couple of days. So Angel, the first card you get is the Raven Spirit, which is truth, which is definitely bringing the message to you. Like, they are bringing the message to you. The next card is the card of Standing Stones, which is passage. So I feel like you are moving into a new phase with your clairaudience, and they're definitely trying to get your attention. And you got some other cards. So you get the card of Air Spirit, which is knowledge. the card of Guardians of the Land, which is protection, and the Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. And we've just been in that, and I feel like that's about letting go of Are you trying to open a different Claire? Because with that, I feel like she's got her eyes closed, and I feel like she's trying to see versus like, I have clairvoyance, but I have clairaudience in a stronger way. And it's my stronger, so I focus on it. I work on the others too, but like, that's a really strong one for me. I feel like maybe you're trying to... Hi, Miss C. Welcome. Yes, I can drop my PayPal link for a reading. There's a lot more buttons than I expected. Oh. Well, that's odd. We'll try again. There we go. And you get the Earth Spirit on the bottom of the deck, which is stability. And the Enchanted Fern Grotto, which is refuge. I feel like if you go outside and you tap in, you're going to receive more messages. I receive a lot when I'm sitting outside. We were talking earlier about sitting outside and tapping into the ether and receiving like the messages. I sometimes tap into Gaia. Sometimes I tap into the ether. And just get that message. I feel like it's trying to really come in clairaudiently. They're like really strong about that. So, and sometimes when I'm doing that, I just put my thing on and I record what I say, or I do writing with it. So I get the message out and then I come back and review it. As sometimes when you're in that receiving state, you're not in the hearing state. So a message about that, but they're definitely, your guides are trying to talk to you. Like they're right there on the top. So I feel like stability is trying to come in for you. They're trying to guide you to that place. Like, do you want to work with your spiritual gifts? Do you want to use that as your career? Do you want to, what is your ultimate goal with your spiritual gifts? What do you do? Do you read? Do you do energy work? Do you do Akashic Records? Do you do, like, what do you do? What are you attracted to? You watch my channel, so do you read cards? And I'm going to say, I have a mentorship program if you're looking to expand your gifts and be able to help more and step into mission more. And help guide you to where that is, where you're meant to be. By helping you connect and see the dots through your birth chart. We don't realize how many clues for our path are in our birth chart, which is why I love astrology. So if there is anybody else that would like a message, please let me know. I know we've been on a while, so yeah. So do you do energy work? What do you do with the energy? Do you like, do you want to learn energy work? Do you like, where do you want to? I'm going to say, like, years ago, I was talking earlier, I had my book out. I put my perfect career, and I put I had a list. Mine says Reiki master, tarot reader, life coach, physical therapy assistant, bath bomb company. My daughter asked me last night about bath bombs, so I'm going back to do my bath bombs. Besides that, I do all of those things. I wrote this list in 2016. At that time, literally, the only thing I was doing at that time was the physical therapy assistant and reading for myself. I wasn't doing it as a career. But by writing all that down, and I just specifically, like the title of the job, like I didn't say how or when or what I had to do. I just put it out there what I wanted. So write the things you're interested in. Like my thing says Reiki master, but I'm a Reiki master. I do Kundalini Reiki. I do Atlantean Reiki. I've now been downloading Lemurian energy from when I had a past life there. Like, so my energy stuff has gone so beyond the Reiki, but the Reiki was just the general direction that I wanted to go in. Like, so much more has come of that. I feel like you're supposed to speak as I'm having a whole throat chakra activation. So, I feel like you're supposed to, like, through, like, even if you don't want to do energy work or do readings, you can do light language, toning, different other things. Know that your voice can activate other people through the tones you speak, just through your voice. Eventually, do you want to do this for a career? And they're like, we got time. So do you want to do this for a career? Write it down. I feel like you're definitely supposed to be the messenger as the whole throat chakra thing's going. But I feel like there's definitely more than that with that whole Scorpio energy. I feel like you could definitely be a strong healer with that energy. So, hey, Melissa, welcome. So, Nicole, who is next? It is my pleasure. And, you know, Angel, everything happened at the right time. You weren't supposed to get the message earlier. I think we've gotten everybody else. So, Melissa, we will get you next. Do you have a question or just a general? What can we get for you? Okay. And I'm using the Sacred Forest deck currently. And there's my little hummingbird bag. So, Your guides apparently have quite the message for you, Melissa, as I've got about 5 or 6 cards on my table. So, Melissa, you get the card of Rainbow Waterfall, which is miracles. Having a whole throat chakra activation. Melissa, do you know you can speak what you want into existence just through speaking it out there? You get the card of Elves, which is playfulness. The card of Stag Spirit, which is leadership. The card of Secret Spring, which is success. And the card of Fire Spirit, which is energy. So, Melissa, do you do energy work? Are you, or what kind of, I feel like energy work, like the energy, and she's got fire coming from her hands. So like, are you doing energy work? Are you playful with it? Have you ever seen where you can have like a needle or something in a box and then you can put a little piece of foil on it and then you can play with the energy of it? If you've never done that, try it. Like you can like literally like a needle or like a paper clip opened up and stick it in a box, a piece of styrofoam or something, and then put a little piece of foil on it where it's got a little peak in the middle where it sits on top of the paper clip. And then close your eyes and focus on tapping into the quantum, because everything around us is a quantum. We think it's empty space. There is no empty space. And you tap into that energy and then focus on that piece of foil and can move that, because I feel like super strong energy about that. The bottom of the deck is the Storm Spirit, which is chaos. I feel like you're probably going through a huge change right now. The Dragon, you're probably having the Dark Night of the Soul, if I had to guess, which is about you now learning to reclaim your power to a greater, I'll say, I've been reclaiming my past Lemurian healing technology from that life. So like, I feel like you're definitely at a part where you can be at a crossroads. The next card is the Spirit Guardian of Summer, which is, this is about your expansion. And a great way to say this is, how is this for my benefit? When you're going through something, if you change the focus, how is this for your benefit? Because on this path, everything is for your benefit. When you focus on that, like I got a weird story. Me and my husband were going to Sedona. We were driving. We stopped in Albuquerque. Normally, we book our hotels together. But this particular one, my husband booked because he swims and they had a nice indoor pool. And no big deal about it. So we get there and we're going to get dinner and we have a little spat and we go back to the hotel and I'm like, I'm not going to go in. I'm going to go down here and sit at this bench. So I went and sat at the bench. And my guide's name is Celia. And I'm like, okay, Celia, how is this for my benefit that me and Dave are in Albuquerque having a fight? Like, what sense does this make? So I sit there and I get my energy back in alignment. And then she tells me to go in. I go in. I sit on the couch and the first words out of my mouth is, I'm not staying here. There's bed bugs. So we just like hadn't done anything. So my husband, I'm like, get the iron and we do the corner. And guess what? There were bed bugs there. We left. So that fight, which we couldn't explain, was for our benefit. Because you know what we did after that? We went and we got dinner and we found our next hotel and we went there, which was a way better experience. But through like, otherwise, how would we think a fight would be for our benefit? Had we not had that and I would not went out and got in that alignment, I wouldn't have come in necessarily and delivered the message right then. So even through that chaos, it was for my benefit. So how is this struggle right now for your benefit? A miracle's trying to happen for you when you get in this playful place. Play with the energy. I'm going to tell you, sometimes if you're focused on one thing, you have to let everything else go. It's called detachment. So when you focus on that and you're focused on playing with that energy, it can let some other things go. Because I think this is part of your expansion. I have a mentorship program. If you're interested, I have a 5 and a 10 week. I have a 5 week to really my guide sometimes calls it spiritual boot camp. It's about helping you get through that struggle and see the patterns and do the work, um, and then it could evolve into something else, but that's what it begins as, that place of helping you find your path. And I feel like when you get a little more playful, and I don't think I've ever told anybody on here, $555 for 5 weeks. It's 2 sessions with me a week. One's a 2-hour mentorship and one with a full energy, daily emails and check-ins and support. My moderator, Nicole, here is my has been with me since the very beginning, and like we've had amazing fun. You also get the card of Spirit Guardian of Spring, which is activation and a new beginning. So if you're interested, Melissa, my website is listed below, Crystal Intentions, or reach out and send me an email and we can talk and get something going. And they actually want me to give you an activation. So are you open to receive an activation to introduce you into our world? I've been learning Lemurian healing. Actually, I've been relearning it because I had it from a past life. So can we give you an activation for that? We have to have your permission. Okay. Whew. Oh, beautiful. Actually, we did a little bit of work in your whole field. There was a little bit we removed, and I activated actually your sacral chakra and your root chakra. There is a lot of energy there. This heaviness is there. So, Melissa, look at my website. Reach out to me. Let's book some kind of session or the mentorship. They want me to show you this card again. Are you ready for the fun? Are you ready for something new? Are you ready to take it to the next level? Are you ready to reactivate your energy healing? Because I've just received this activation on it, 13 of them. And I'm getting ready to begin teaching it soon. So if you're interested, reach out. Like, I had downloaded this technology when I had taught it in Lemuria. So like it's definitely been amazingly mind-blowing to have this reactivated within my session. So it's very fun. I'm on my phone, or I would show you. I recently had a session with Nicole, and on the lens of her glass, you can see 2 energy bars, a blue and a yellow, coming together and making green and going apart. And we do an energy, she's part of my mentorship for an entire year almost. So like, we'd never had a session like that before. It was the most amazing thing we had both seen, as we do an energy session once a week. So if you're ready to step into that work, normally you have to do with me, people come to me and you have to work on this Chiron, which is the inner child work, the wound you're here to heal. As you heal that wound, you step into your north node and work that path. But normally this is always my guide's favorite thing to start with, because that wound is the thing that's the cycle that's repeating. So if you're interested, I'm actually going to get you a card from my deck too, my guide says. So okay. So the first card you get is Smile, Shine Your Light. There's only one you. Be confident. Fill up your own cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. And surrender into service. When you are unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. And then the bottom of the deck is change your focus. Focus on the things you want. So what do you want? What do you want to manifest? I'm going to say by writing things down, you can have anything you want, truly. So we hope that helps, Melissa. Thank you and welcome. I feel like you were new. So I saw Nicole put Sean. Sean, are you still here? It is my pleasure. And anybody else that would like a message, please drop a comment so I know you're here. If not, I think I'm going to be done as we've been on for a little while. So actually, I think I'm calling it. So thank you everybody for joining today. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.